Hi everyone, I'm talking about today an issue. Who's to blame for the health of America? Is it civilians or is it the government? I'm going to start with the government. Now the government offers us nutrients embedded into our food. This allows us to intake vitamins and minerals we need daily. We have water that's fortified by calcium. We have processed foods, which are important as a backup if we cannot find fresh food. Now these are very affordable. They're quick to pick up, especially for families that are very busy with sports, CEOs, you understand. Now we have frozen vegetables. They last indefinitely. And when they're flash frozen, their nutrients are frozen with them, so they don't lose any of their vitamins and minerals. They're made that way. They often taste fresher for a longer amount of time because they're made to taste fresher for a longer amount of time. That's about it for the government, because I'm taking a stand. I'm going to the civilian route. I recently watched a video called Hungry for Change, and I saw the deficit that it has on us. We have 1/3 of men and women are on diet. $60 billion a year is spent on diet products. They promise you're going to be cool, you're sexy, you're going to be popular, when in reality you're unsatisfied, you're obese, and you're sick. Now the result is, you're superficial, you think you look good, and you're not working from the inside, you're working from the outside, which is why diets fail. Now, we Americans, we consume around 150 pounds of sugar a year. Now that's 22 teaspoons of sugar a day, if you can just imagine that. Now, when we go to calories, we think calories, this is what I need to focus on. And we get these calories intake, and we're like, oh, we need calories. But we were born a hunter, hunt and gather. That's how our ancestors were. And when we hunt and we gathered, we had instincts. We lost them because of our lifestyles. We sit to death. We eat all this food, but we have the wrong kind of food that's available to us. Now we have hunter-gatherers that were gardeners. They had a high amount of nutrition, lots of vegetables, low amount of food. Today it's a high amount of food, and it's a low amount of nutrients. It's the exact opposite in America. We lost our feast part of it, and we have no famine anymore, which is the problem, because that's how the hunters-gatherers survive. When you have famine, their fat ate itself. We're basically starving on a nutritional basis, so we're eating because our bodies are not getting the nutrients that we need, which causes us to obese, causes us to consume more calories than we need to burn off. Basically, we left farms, we moved to cities, and we lost our instincts on how to survive. We need to start over. We started eating food-like products, not actual food. We buy products that are advertised to last long, but really they're just making profits for the companies. We have this indoor lifestyle where we weren't designed for this. 366 million people have diabetes today. That's insane. We're not burning what we're taking in. And this leads to addiction. Now, in the 60s and 70s, nicotine was made to make cigarettes more addictive. This is just like using chemical derivatives in our food. This is what our industry is doing right now. It tastes great, and it's also addictive. It's a win-win for the food industry, for the government. They're making money off of this. MSG and free glutamate are used to enhance flavor in about 80% of our food, especially in processed foods. That came from Ramus Francis of MIT. MSG and free glutamate are hidden in over 50 different names. There's 50 names for this one chemical, which leads me to a video from Hungry for Change.
Eating and this much MSG, blah, 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 blah. And then we studied this, and the other thing. They're not studying that. That's the protocol for making a mouse fat. It's feeding them MSG. And this is an 80% of modern day foods.
How crazy is that? Now with the food industry, we have a lot of Diet Cola, which contains aspartame. Now, aspartame is not good at all. It's dangerous. It has an excitotoxin. Basically, once we have it, we get this buzz. We get this release, like, oh, yes, I can't wait. Then when it subsides, we want more. We crave our next craving, which leads me to my next video.
I want to sell you more food. That's what I want to do. Now, how can I do that? I can manipulate the chemical structure of their food so that it now becomes not fulfilling, but empty, but gives the impression when they very first ingest it that it is the most fulfilling thing they've ever had.
Nothing else
How
does it.
amazing is that? You know, most pilots don't even consume, they're not even allowed to consume diet soda because it contains aspartame. This causes inflammation in the brain. It causes migraine, seizures in severe cases, even cancer. And we've all heard this. But aspartame also affects your eyesight. It can also cause pilots to be double blind. Aspartame can also cause carbohydrate cravings. This comes into selling and marketing. So they add this aspartame, makes it addictive. It makes them sell more. It makes them make more money. It makes them market more. Again, your bone mineral density has a decrease with phosphoric acid, which also is contained in aspartame. With high fructose corn syrup, you know, as I stated before, you're miserable, you're unhealthy, you're sick, which is the result of a diet which they think you're going to be cool, you're going to be sexy, you're going to be popular. It's the exact opposite. You know, propylene glycol, that, to give an example, that's in blueberry muffins. What makes the blueberries and blueberry muffins blue? It's the color, it's the oils, it's the sugar. When really, propylene glycol is also used to win RV. It could help clean out the colon for a colonoscopy. That just goes to show you what we're ingesting is not good for our body. So I firmly stand to this day that we need to take a stand. We need to start eating plant-based foods. We need to stay away from processed foods, and we need to tell our government to label sugar as a drug, because it triggers the same reaction as cocaine does. It's just as addictive, if not more. And we need to start getting our children away and teaching them the roles they need for their future families.